money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
Hello? What's going on, everybody? It is Spencer Axter. That is Eazy. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We're here live on Woodward Sports Network. You know, we got Chris and JB in the booths. We appreciate you all for joining us. Make sure you like and share the stream. It gets our name out to the people, gets us in those algorithms, and really helps out more than you know. So smash that like button for the boys. We got a lot to talk about today. We are going to be joined by legendary Lions wide receiver Herman Moore at about 5:30. We're going to pick his brains on what happened in the Bears game and looking forward to the Broncos matchup this Saturday. A lot to talk about. Obviously, the Lions are in the forefront because that's all you filthy degenerates care about.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Easy, how you feeling?
Good. I hate the double header from Monday Night Football, but last night,
Two good games.
two good games.
Yeah.
Two good games.
Hello.
Ain't gonna be mad at it. What'd you say?
Hello?
Inside joke. You had to be there.
Oh.
Oh,
Tell me on break.
Somebody press a button.
Oh. How about fucking
Oh, Tommy
Tommy
Cummins.
DeVito,
Come on.
shit.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
He actually was like doing his thing. Oh yeah, his agent.
He looks like Chrissy.
You think this is like they did this to be funny?
No.
Or like is this
No, he's a paisan.
no, that's his guy.
your paisan? You got family that just wears this shit?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That just wears this shit.
That is wild.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
They're New York paisans though. New York paisans is different from Detroit paisans.
I guess it is different because JB, we got uncles. You know what I'm saying? I guess they do the same stuff. They dress up the stereotypical
Yeah.
church day suits for whatever.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, my dad's
Sunday
from the
uncle.
South. He walks around shirtless with jeans on, drinking beer sometimes.
that's fair. I just didn't know that was a thing.
You look like a redneck right now.
Yeah, I'm here to defend Jared Goff. That Eazy don't know what the hell he's talking about.
about nothing but the time.
I don't get pissed about nothing but Goff's MVP candidacy. You gonna piss about nothing but tie. No, I just I was gonna do another tie today because Benedict Mathurin dropped 30 on the Pistons last night.
You're just praying
You
on
don't gotta bring that up, man. Come on.
just praying on the downfall of Detroit sports teams.
I'm just a fucking prophet. That's all.
Why don't you predict something good to happen?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something, and I am hopeful for Hendon Hooker. How about this? I know we got to go through the week about it and break down the fine details of it. I might find something that makes me a little bit nervous, but I think Detroit Lions whoop on the Broncos Saturday.
I don't get pissed about nothing but the time.
I don't get pissed about nothing but time. Now, honestly, you want some positive talk about this here Woodward Heavyweight Show, best Detroit sports show in the network. If you want something knowledgeable in the sports you want to be speaking about your friends with, it's going to be the show you have to listen to, partner. You can have all the hippy-dippy, yippity-yoo-ha, this the path type shit if you want.
Yeah.
But it ain't the reality. We speak the real. It ain't for everybody. Steve Wilds, know it hurts your feelings. Flicks Entertainment, a.k.a. Eduardo, whatever the hell your name is. I know it ain't for the weak-hearted.
To watch having no bitch getting no Texas loving
Fucking
whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
Named after a fish.
David something.
He's named after a fish.
David Park. It ain't for it. We speak the truth on this here show. It may upset you a little bit, but at least you're walking away knowing what's going on.
At least you walk away more smarter.
That's all I'm saying.
Stupid science bitches couldn't even make I more smarter.
So if you want me to sit up here and lie to you and tell you, because that's the thing too, if I did that type of show, you would know what the show would be every fucking day.
Right, yeah.
Every fucking day, you would know what the hell's going
You're
on.
darn tootin'.
Hey, Smitty, we're going to Super Bowl today.
Super Bowl!
Oh, yeah! Yeah!
We're going money,
Yeah!
brother!
Big show today. Talking about how we win the Super Bowl again.
Yeah!
Hey, nothing's wrong. Everything's all fine.
Oh, yeah!
Everything's good. Rainbows and butterflies. Woohoo! Hit the like button.
Yeah!
This ain't that show.
Tractors, beaches, and beers.
That's all I'm saying, brother. I mean, I like beers. We race tractors, you and I.
Yeah, we do.
You know, we did
And
those
zero
things.
turns.
But if you want the hard-hitting truth, this is where it's at. All
It's
right?
a cousin loving country.
Some people, listen, I was getting attacked. Last night, what?
You decide which type of cousins we're loving.
Yeah. Yep. You know what kind of cousin I like. That ain't some cousin he likes.
Hey, we like different type of cousins around
It's
here.
all right though. We got different shows
all
for different
family.
folks. Yeah. I kind of want to squash the thing with Broder, but he just won't talk to me.
Rock, flag, and eagle, baby.
I was once upon a time pretty conservative. Still kind of am.
Hell yeah.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Chris,
Only 3 things I believe in. Number 1,
Guns.
the troops. Number 2, our Lord and Savior. And number 3,
Fifth Amendment.
goddamn Dale. Dale's the best there ever was. Those are the 3 things I believe in, brother. You can't tell me much more than that. You won't catch me drinking any Bud Light.
Hell no.
Catch me praising the Lord and praising Dale.
Hell no.
Raise hell and praise Dale, brother.
Raise hell, praise Dale.
Ah,
Yeah. Anyway,
ow.
Chris, what on happened with the Benedict Mathurin that the fella you said was no good? What happened last night?
What happened to him?
I didn't say he was no good. I didn't say that.
He's one of them up and tidy ones.
Yeah, with him up and tighter. You from Austin, Texas?
You
huh?
from Austin?
Yeah, a little liberal Texas. What happened?
New to these parts of towns here.
He eats ribeyes.
What happened, Paul?
Nah, man.
Vegan ribeye.
Vegan ribeyes.
But he eats the
Pistons.
real meat at night. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I don't do that, brother. I don't do
You
that.
turned to a
I
powder
don't
on
do
us
that.
just now. I don't do that.
I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
All right, Benedict Mathurin, Detroit Pistons. Come on, lay it on me, brother. You might have been waiting for this all day. To hear from you
After
specifically.
you're
Praise
talking
hell,
about the
praise
brothers,
Dale.
I won't say nothing. I'm gonna just toss it back to you.
All right. Talk some balls then.
Praise hell, praise Dale.
Praise
brother.
hell,
That's all
praise
I know.
Dale. What happened last night, Chris?
Man, Benedict Mathurin just got buckets. I mean, it was what it was, but I mean, it's against the Pistons defense, a defense that struggled. Indiana, another defense that's terrible, one of the worst in the league. So, you know, everybody looked good. Ivy looked good. Mathurin looked better, but it was a night where
What was
it
that
was
last
all
part?
about
What's
the
that?
offense.
You know, I can't really understand how you're talking with that Yankee accent.
Yeah, you talking kind
He
of funny.
talking kind of funny.
Talking kind of funny in there.
Detroit Dabber in the Woodward Sports chat says this fella brought salsa from the big city. He did. He didn't even make it his own. All I'm saying.
Chris,
all
did
I'm
I
saying.
hear you in there?
You guys are talking about basketball.
Yeah, we're talking about basketball.
Only
We're still
kind of
talking about it.
basketball
Interrupted
I
us.
like is, even though he's a Yankee, that Larry Bird man.
Oh,
Larry
he's the
Bird
best.
can shoot that ball.
Ain't nobody shoot that ball.
That
like Larry
was a
Bird.
ball.
He was a baller.
That's basketball. That's
That man,
peak right
Larry
there.
Bird. I'll tell you what, he might have been from Indiana, but he had a Texas spirit.
Yeah, he did.
Can I hear that?
Hey, man.
I do
part you
like,
said
do
earlier?
like me some dirt and a whiskey, even though he was a German, and I don't like Germans.
He was a cry.
I don't like the
He
Germans.
was a
You know,
crowd.
we taught those Germans a lesson back in the
Sure
day.
did. I fucking
You fucking want one?
Fucking want
We
one?
taught those Germans a lesson, but I'll tell you what, that dirt and a whiskey, you can shoot some basketball.
I'll
that
tell you
Luka
what,
kid,
not
too.
a lot of good players in today's NBA. That Gordon Hayward.
That Gordon
Man,
Hayward
Hey,
was
Gordon
tough.
Hayward,
Something
he
about
shoots
that
it like
Gordon
high
That's a
Hayward.
explosive.
tough son of a bitch right
I'll
there.
tell
He
you what.
playing ball right way.
I'll tell you what, I did watch that Detroit Pistons game last night.
We're missing the Gordon Hayward.
Best player on the court,
Boyan Bodon.
T.J. McConnell. T.J. McConnell. I'll tell you what, whoo-wee, that's just someone you let date your daughter.
That boy's playing the game right.
He playing the game the right way.
Playing the game right. Chris, I heard you say that Benedict Mathurin was balling and Ivy didn't as much. Did you say that earlier?
I said Mathurin played better than Ivy last night, but they both looked good.
Okay.
Ivy 18 points.
Okay, that's
Like,
all.
you know, he had a good game as well. So it was a game where if you just bet offense, you would have won some money. You would have won a lot of money.
Praise hell.
But
Praise
Jared Goff's great in cold weather. You're just spreading narratives.
narratives.
Benedict Mathurin's garbage. Obviously the truth. You're just spreading narratives.
You know
no,
what?
I've always said that. I like the fit of Mathurin next to Cade, but it's Ivy has the star upside too, and I believe he can fit next to Cade while also offering the star upside.
Only star I want to talk about is the Lone Star. Lone Star State, Texas.
Kanye?
Texas is back. Hook 'em horns.
Everyone want to bitch
Praise
about
hell,
Jared
praise
Goff.
Dale.
I'll tell you what, when Jared Goff had Cooper Kupp, he was in the Super Bowl. That's
Tell
all
you
I'm
what,
saying.
I'll tell you what.
That's all
you
I'm
know
saying.
who? You know who's a quarterback I can rally around?
Who?
Dakota Rain Prescott. Because he's got them Cowboys playing good football.
Man, there's time we're too worried about him, though. His offensive line gets healthy, we'll be just fine.
You know, Jerry Jones trusts him. I can trust him.
I do like me a Jerry Jones.
So love me some Jerry
You know,
Jones.
me and Jerry Jones back in Arkansas went to this school one time. Oh, wait, never mind. Speaking of people that feel a certain way about certain people, Kanye West coming out with a brand new album, Christopher. What's up with that?
You're just setting me up with all these terrible thoughts. But
dude,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, man, I'm excited, man. Kanye, he always makes a spectacle of everything. You know, he did that with the last album, Donda. It was, you know, say what you want about the album, but it had everybody tuning in with the arena. It's who's there, who's gonna be on the album, who's not on the album. But I'm getting the sense it's gonna be very 2000s. You got a Everybody Backstreet Boys sample.
I like them Backstreet
You got,
Boys.
which apparently didn't get cleared because Kanye does what Kanye does.
Too, when I heard it, I ain't gonna lie.
He's
They
yeah.
want Future
I
on
wasn't a
that
fan
one.
of. I wasn't a fan of that Future one.
That
right
Future
there.
one.
I tell you
That
what, Future
Future
one
one
Boy,
right
I
there.
say he still got it.
Future, he's talented. That kid is good.
Kanye made him sound heavenly. I'm just saying.
Nah, I'll tell you, that man makes
Future
him
all
sound
right, but
heavenly.
Kanye took that to another level there.
Sensational.
If
Now, what you need
he
is a
really
posting
wants,
voice.
if he really wants this to go out how he does, he can go to one stadium. No more Atlanta. What they got in Atlanta other than AIDS? Yeah. I'll tell you what, he should go down there to Jerry's World at AT&T Stadium, and he should play it from the ceilings.
From the
From the
ceilings.
ceilings.
Oh, from the ceiling.
From the rafters.
I'd be cool with that.
That's what he did in Atlanta. You see him watching over the game when he was there in Atlanta?
Ludicrous.
Standing up. No, Kanye West.
wow.
Kanye West.
That's amazing.
You know,
He's
I
one
don't
of us
like the
now.
West too much. Those Californians.
Yeah.
I don't really trust them.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, one West I do like.
Who?
Kanye West.
How about
And Jerry West.
Jerry West.
Jerry West.
He's literally the logo. Everyone talking about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. Jerry West is the logo of the Affiliation Association. That's how you ball right there.
That's how you play ball.
You know what's another sample though that I saw? He sampled Get Low. He sampled Get Low. The
Ludicrous
Flow
get
Rider
low.
No,
Like,
that's
Flow
just
Rider.
that's called how low.
Yeah.
Oh, how low can you?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
had
This
to
might be
watch
a
that music
this might be a
video
2000s ass album.
They ain't play that one on GMAC or whatever it is called.
They didn't play that on Tucker Carlson. But I'll tell you what,
they do not.
I love me some how low.
Actually-
That's a music video. You should watch that music video for research purposes.
Education.
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 To know the enemy. Yeah, you gotta go undercover. You make your enemy closer than your friends, they say.
Yep.
So that's why I listen to
I
Kanye
want to get
personally.
real close to those enemies. I'll tell you what.
Infiltrate.
Real close to those enemies, brother. Real close.
Listen, I love my old lady, but there's something that the ebonic women have that she just does. There's something that I don't know what they're feeding them, but them cheeks.
It's gotta be jelly, cause jam don't shake like that.
Old Mary, old
I
Mary.
heard they make their cornbread different.
Old Mary, I love her to death. I've been with her for 22 years, and she
Old
still
Mary
gives
Betsy.
me toothy blowjobs. But I love her. I'm telling you, there's something else. I was in speaking of Atlanta. I was in Atlanta on a business trip, right?
Oh, business
I went to an establishment they called Electric City.
Electric City or Magic City.
Magic City.
Yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
It was.
And they said, try some chicken wings and look at some big old things. And I went there. I don't know what I love more, them lemon pepper chicken wings or them big old things that had bouncing.
Hey. We met that ball player that time. Lou Williamson. Yeah.
Lou Williams.
Yeah.
He left the bubble.
Old.
Yeah,
He
keep talking
was
about
in that
bubble.
bubble. He said, I'm going to my grandpa's funeral.
Yeah.
But he went to Magic City
Hey.
on a Monday.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at
That's
that.
where I want to be.
That's what I want to be too, Chris. Tell us about that glorious cannabis.
Glorious cannabis, Chris.
Glorious
You're on
cannabis
that.
is
You're on
bad.
that wacky tobacco.
I am off that wacky tobacco, that new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of a first playoff win in 31 years. That's a long time.
That's a long
That's a long time. That's a long time. And you can get that at Dispo Dispensary and get it 25% off using promo code Woodward at checkout. Now, Spencer, why don't you tell us about Jack Labrador?
I will tell you about Jack Labrador because I'll tell you my guy Dean came through with a feast fit for kings. A feast fit for kings today. Hooked up all the boys. Had us pizza, chicken, biscuits. It was amazing. Biscuits. So honey dip biscuits. Nice. Now let me tell you about Jack Labrador. Born in the cold winter basement in Detroit, 3 buddies wanted more on a rock, paper, scissors. Dug deep and struck gold with Jack Labrador. With 2 new symbols and a 3-point play, once you go Jack, you never go back. 1 deck of cards.
My Uncle Jack told me that.
3 new games of non-stop action. It's the perfect no-brainer stocking stuffer for all ages. Scan the QR code above or go to jacklabrador.com to get your deck today.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy 0 turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equipment Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Your childhood may be over, but playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts, carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more. Service in the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Oh, Eazy, good catch right there, bro. That's how my man catches paper right there. Hit that like button. 5-star on podcast.
Runs football.
Hit that like button. Christian McCaffrey's the best ball player or what? Running back. In the football
I'll
there.
tell you what.
Best damn foosball player there is.
Best damn near foosball player I ever done see.
Yep.
But I can't remember his name. Slipping me.
Seabiscuit.
No, he was on the cover of Madden.
Brett Favre.
No, I'll never forget Brett Favre.
Peyton Hillis.
Wears Wrangler jeans, drive Ford trucks, and sends illicit dick pics.
That's
an
my
American hero right there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what America's built on. No,
They're from the state of Mississippi.
Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis.
He's
I
an
wanna run that
underrated
ball like
ball
Peyton
player.
Hillis. That's-
Underrated ball player.
That's true. Did you hear Flannel Sam this morning?
What did Flannel Sam have to say?
He was hating on Jameson Williams.
And Jameson Williams, that boy fast.
He is fast. I guess I don't even want to bring that too much. We talk about J-Mo.
He's real fast.
He is real fast. We
Makes
talk about
fast
J-Mo
people
with
look not fast.
Herman Moore.
Herman Moore.
So I'll say the
That's
J-Mo
a ball
talk for
player,
Herman Moore. How about Jared Goff?
Jared Goff.
Top 5 MVP candidate.
Yeah.
And if you switch your opinion, you're a flip-flopper. Sponsored by Brody.
Sponsored by Wrangler jeans.
By Wrangler jeans. I just want to talk about a little bit. I put it in here. I don't know if people really want to talk about it, but
let's talk about it.
You want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it. That California boy can't throw a pigskin better than he can rope a calf.
Where you at with the payday he got coming up?
Payday?
Whether it's for here in Detroit or somewhere else.
Mayday.
Payday?
Do you think Brad Holmes.
I ain't paying him 2 licks on a wagon wheel.
That's a good one.
He better get his stuff and get stepping.
You think that fella Brad Holmes won't pay him though?
Brad Holmes is a smart man. Brad Holmes is a smart man, and I don't think he's going to do that. I think he saw what happens, first-hand account of what happens when you pay this exact quarterback. He saw what it does to a team. Saw what it does to a group of men. You can't trust a California boy to lead your offense.
Ain't tough enough.
There's a reason why all good quarterbacks come from Texas.
Amen.
Steers and beers is all that comes out of Texas. And Jared Goff don't look like a steer to me. I'll tell you what. I wouldn't trust Jared Goff further than he could throw a spiral.
That's not far.
What about a wobbler? How do you trust him as far as he can throw a wobbler?
A wobbler. Now he can throw a wobbler pretty far.
Not too far. not far enough, according to some folk. I mean, would you be mad? You think he still gets? I make a prediction.
I'll tell you what. We saw a couple young bucks last night on Monday Night Football.
We did. Tommy DeVito.
Will
Levis.
I don't know how I feel about them Italians just yet.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he looked pretty good. But a good country boy, Will Levis. That's a name.
That boy got an arm.
That boy got an arm.
You made a couple of throws last night. I'm like, now that gotta be luck. How the hell did he just do that there?
That boy got an arm on him. I'll tell you what. I seen them two boys. With the game on the line.
Yeah, they did.
Drive their team down the field and win the game.
To victory.
Drive that thing like a Ford F-150 down the open plains of Texas.
The Giants were up against it, too.
Giants were up against it.
Titans been red hot.
Titans were down 14 points.
You're right.
14 points.
With 5 minutes left
against Tyreek Hill, Tua Tonga whatever,
yeah.
and the Miami Dolphins.
You want to tongue my what?
I don't want to tongue your nothing. But you can tongue my butt and call me Sally if you think we're paying Jared Goff.
Christopher Reeves. You think you're going to pay Jared Goff?
Christopher Reeves. We got Superman over there.
You think they're paying Jared Goff a hefty sum? Keep him here? Keep Detroit Lions on the winning path?
Hell no. Ain't no payday here. Only Mayday. Run for cover. That's the best I got.
I like that one.
JB.
I listen. I know where at foot. Yeah, JB.
We haven't put a camera on this man yet. He's dressed like a waiter.
Dressed to the 9.
Show enough.
He's a sick little wiener over there, but we still want to hear what he's got to say. What he got to say about Jared Goff getting a contract.
I tell you right now, I ain't paying that boy 1 damn cent. I ain't paying him nothing. Get him out of here.
But in all honesty, y'all boys talking about not paying Jared. Like, you think, all right, I know what we would do. Like, I'm not paying him.
I'm not paying him either.
I'm not paying him, man. I'm not damn cent.
I'm not letting him wear some Wranglers. I'm not letting him drive my truck.
Nope. Can't kiss my daughter
Can't
or my
kiss
cousin.
my sister. Only I can kiss my sister.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what do you think Brad Holmes is going to do? That's why I'm like predicted the way I predicted Benedict Mather and Jared Goff has the Colts.
I'm going to predict you something right here, okay?
Okay.
They going to have a good old-fashioned quarterback battle in camp next year.
A duel.
And you know what? Hendon Hooker. Now, that's a steer.
That's a steer.
Hendon Hooker's a steer right there.
He
He played at Tennessee.
Only Tennessee.
Brought them Tennessee Volunteers back to righteousness. Yeah! Woo! I'll tell you what. They're going to have a quarterback battle, and may the best man win.
Got to put my dip in real quick.
Your what?
My dip. What you think I said, partner?
Your what?
Hold on now. I'm going to try to keep this in our show, too. I think I agree with you somewhat. If I'm being honest with you, I can see a situation where they give him a deal. More something like, 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah.
$40 million. And I initially was the biggest. I wasn't too fond of that. But then I got to thinking, I put my dip in. Got thinking they can still trade him somewhat. I mean, Jared Goff's got to have some type of trade value that does have. I'm just trying to prepare myself. And that's why I ask y'all. Maybe I should open a poll in the chat, too, as some of y'all guys. I think they'll pay him a little bit.
You know what? I can see him holding on to him for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I can see him doing something, but I don't see him getting that $50 million deal. He ain't making that Shohei Ohtani money.
No, yeah, no, he ain't doing that.
$50 million?
He ain't doing that.
I tell you what, though, if he takes it, I tell you what, if he takes that 2 years, that $2 million a year, that what's his name? O'Shine? How you say it again? The baseball player, damn.
Ohtani.
Ohtani. If
Principal O'Shaq Hennessy.
If Principal O'Shaq Hennessy, report to y'all. No, if he takes that $2 million, I could see. Then I could pay him. I'll pay him that $2 million. Anything out of that,
you gonna pay him $2 million? He ain't accepting no $2 million.
That's about all he's gonna get.
I'll tell you what. This wintergreen long cut, it's got my head buzzing.
I got a question. What if we do get buzzed off these stuff? That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be bad for us.
Do you think Goff will go in the next season without that contract, though?
I think so.
Is he good enough to, like, sit out and like, throw himself a fit about, like, hey, I ain't hitting that field until you know what I'm saying? Fill up my bank account like that.
I think so. I think he can go out there and do something worth something.
I tell you what. I mean, outside of like, obviously, I want Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl no matter what. I want to be holding one of these trophies right here, but man, this is almost a dream scenario come true.
I don't see it happening with Jared Goff. I want one of those trophies better than anybody.
Spit on yourself.
But I don't see it happening with Jared Goff. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. What kind of California boy you got leading teams? Other than Tom Brady, he don't count though.
Yeah. Well, he went Midwest.
He went Midwest.
Jared Goff, he stayed right there where he was comfortable in California.
Yep.
Tom Brady went and tested himself against inclement weather up there in Michigan.
Yep.
He battle tested.
I don't like the North.
Kind of gross now.
I don't like the North. It's getting a little breaking apart a little bit. I don't like the North and I don't like the West Coast, but I tell you what. I don't know if they're gonna pay this guy.
If they do, it's gonna be a short commitment. I
you
guess.
Think you can get one of them Danny Dimes deals?
Yeah, something like that.
One of them Geno Smith contracts?
Yeah, more than Geno Smith though, because you know. When we get back, we're talking a little bit about Aiden Hutchinson as well, and then Herman Moore will be joining us shortly. But first, I got to tell you about Mark White.
Mark White.
You're relocating.
That's a name.
Your family and your little ones. Mark White's the best place to go through. I did my relocation with him up into the Midwest from down south, and he helped me $5,000 off my closing costs. $5,000 off my closing costs. That's Mark White. Mark White. It's in the name. He's doing it right because it's Mark White. Sales.com, 248-290-8242. Mark White. Sales.com. We'll be right back.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Now, what happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand to offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. Same great service and customers come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. I don't like to go much more south than about 15 miles, but you go south of 9 Mile, you got Les Stanford.
They're good folk over there.
Good folk.
Good folk.
Good folk. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com.
Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy. I spin more racks. Young Chris and JB Smooth. Smack that like button or smack your ball. We're having a good time today, boys.
Yeah.
Good time. It's the Prophet Shall Speak Detroit Lions will smite.
Raise hell.
On the Broncos this Saturday night.
Praise Dale.
Raise hell, praise Dale, brother.
Tell
Amen.
you what, they might have some Broncos over there, but they don't got any stallions.
That's what I'm saying. And we got, whatever. We got nice boys on our team. We'll go with that one right there. All right, we talked about Jared Goff and his contract and whatnot. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just gonna, if people are like me and it makes them a little bit queasy, just expect something. But if you want, ease it in your soul a little bit, just mind yourself. It's going to be a team-friendly deal. One of them situations where they could alleviate themselves from that person and situation within like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
Because Henion's cooking. He's cooking. And Goff is in the pressure cooker. Different cookers, but both cooking.
And a cooker. And a hooker.
And a cooker.
And a cooker.
Hell
He's,
yeah.
he's in that slow cooker. You know, you put a brisket in there, let it simmer.
Oh, my phone's doing talk to text this whole time. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you put a
Hey, you gotta
brisket.
send that.
Put a brisket in the smoker for about 15 hours.
It's hurt the Herman Moore.
That's what's going on with Henry Hooker right now. Now,
Send it to our group chat.
I will.
I expect them to play better. I expect Jared Goff to play better. But just like my women, I don't like too much commitment.
Amen.
I like to be able to bounce around.
Amen.
Find some other strange somewhere else.
Well, brother, like, here's the thing, too, man. It's a team game at the end of the day. And Henry Hooker may not be Patrick Mahomes, but if he's
not
good
Patrick
enough.
Mahomes. Only half Patrick Mahomes.
I was having the argument later today. I was having an argument in a group chat with a friend of myself. His name's Phil. Shout out to Phil. But he's like, Jared Goff's giving us some stuff that we ain't never got out of Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
But my brother, Jared Goff was a coaching staff and a general manager that Matthew Stafford ain't never had.
That's where I draw the line.
Matthew Stafford, as soon as he let him got a good coach, he won him a damn Super Bowl.
You know where Matthew Stafford's from, right?
Texas.
He's from Texas. And you know what Texas breeds? Gun slangers.
Yes, sir.
That man Matthew Stafford has a howitzer on his arm. So we talked about Germans, we talked about California. But Matthew Stafford's a good Texas boy with a big old cannon on his arm. I don't want to hear nothing about that.
But that's the thing, like you're not apples to apples. They're not the same. Now I get that Jared Goff was winning, but you gotta get it out of your mind that it's just Jared Goff. You have to remind yourself, you're a football fan at the end of the day. So you bear witness to situations quite similar to this one, where others moved on and elevated themselves. I'm talking from Carson Wentz to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. I know JB's got a hankering for him. He's a pretty good quarterback.
I mean, we watched Joe Flacco win him a damn Super Bowl.
Now I like Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco, Lamar Jackson. It happens.
Now, I'm not sure about Lamar Jackson, but I like Joe Flacco.
How about Brett Favre?
Brett Favre. Oh, Brett Favre.
Terry Rodgers.
I say, as a California boy, he's good. He's very good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Passing up on Brett Favre must have been the hardest decision them Green Bay Fudge Packers ever had to make.
But it's a part of their natural process. If you got to get used to being a good organization.
Yeah.
You got to get used to winning.
Winning.
You can't just depend on one player. We've had amazing players here in Detroit.
We have.
We had Calvin Johnson, who arguably one of the greatest wide receivers to ever play the game.
Chris Durham.
We had Barry Sanders. I mean, perfect example of how much better Matthew Stafford is. He made Chris Durham look damn good, too. But we've had great players. Obviously, Matthew Stafford can rise up to the occasion.
Zach Zenner.
Calvin Johnson is a great player. Barry Sanders.
Zach fucking Zenner.
Was a great player. But they ain't winning nothing. We hung on to them, and they ain't bring us nothing. The difference we have now is just here coaching staff. That's the difference. That's why this is the brand new Lions. We've had great players.
Yep.
Shoot. But we ain't never had no great coach staff and fundamentals up in upper management. We have that now. That's why you should have a little bit of faith. Because these guys drafted a Hendon Hooker in the 3rd round for a reason. They didn't extend Jared Goff for a reason. They got a game plan.
You know, we did have great players. You know, we had a Chris Durham. We had a Zach Zenner. You know, great players. Fantastic players. But now we got a good Texas boy in charge. We got him, MCDC. He likes Metallica.
Another good Texas boy right there.
He drives trucks, and he's from Texas. That's what you need. You need an establishment. You need people to be held accountable. And now, them Detroit Lions got that. So now if we got great players, I don't think it'll be going to waste. Wavy says Danny Amendola.
That was a great one.
Good character. Good player.
Mock Fury, one of the best wide receivers we don't ever have. He played safety and wide receiver. That boy was athletic.
Corey Schlesinger.
Yeah. It's a good one too.
Tony Scheffler.
Jeff Backus.
Joe Foria, I don't really know. I'm still on the fence.
Yeah, I don't know what he is.
I don't know what he is, but
he was all right.
Good some of the time.
He was all right. We'll take him.
Kyle Vanden Bosch.
Yeah, now he's a demon. In a good way. But honest to God, folks, this is what I'm telling you. Like, you witness these teams go on. They move on from these franchise quarterbacks, these staple quarterbacks they once invested 1st-round picks in and whatnot. I mean, shoot, they made a trade for Jimmy Garoppolo, and they made a trade and drafted a guy in Trey Lance. But they were willing to move on from them pieces.
I knew Trey Lance was going to be a problem.
He knew it was going to be a problem. Listen here, folks. I mean, you got these guys, and he's on the rookie deals, and you get yourself a goddamn team. We've been talking about Justin Amoutier, or however you want to say his name. Matabuke.
Yeah.
And you got a Hendon Hooker. You can afford to go get you a Justin Matabuke and put him next to your Aiden Hutchinson and see what they do.
You can do that.
If you're unfamiliar with Justin Matabuke, he's the defensive tackle for the Baltimore Ravens. He's got 11 sacks on the season right now today, and he's playing interior defensive line.
He's a damn good player.
He's a menace. And the Baltimore Ravens are a Super Bowl favorite.
Damn good ball player. And when
he's a free agent this year, we can go sign him.
When you have the financial flexibility to do that, it makes your team better. Because I know we talked about, the offensive line don't look too great. Them receivers, they're dropping balls. We need someone to help the pass rush. We need someone in that secondary. Well, you know how you do that? You have money. You give them money. You spend money to get them. And you can do that when you have the financial flexibility at the quarterback spot.
Hey, listen, Jared Goff had been there in the Super Bowl. He was on his rookie deal. And they afforded Dominican Sue on that team. They afforded that, was it DJ Flowers or whoever it was, the linebacker?
Trey Flowers.
Trey Flowers. I think it's somebody else from Jacksonville. Can't think of his name. He's former 1st-round pick. Whatever.
Fowler.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Got them itself a Jalen Ramsey on top of that, too.
They did.
Like, you could start your team out if you got a guy on a rookie deal. You could whip Jared Goff if you're not paying him $50-40 million.
Yeah.
Because you could build the team around him at that point.
Team ain't gonna get much better. You give him $50 million.
I'm just saying.
Unless you don't want to re-sign guys, and you want to keep bringing in these rookies. But at some point, you'll need some veteran pieces. So take care of business.
Comment in the Woodward Sports Chat from Burn. Watch Goff going to sling for 400 yards because we all want fire. Listen, he's playing indoors. One, I highly doubt he ever slings for 400 yards, but. He's going to be slinging that thing. He's going to be a lot better indoors than he ever was outdoors. That's not.
I
don't want anybody to act surprised. I don't want no I told you so's. That's how we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
On top of that, CJ Butte, or who's the new quarterback that's getting there in Minnesota? Over
Nick
the Pasternak? Huh?
In Minnesota?
Yeah, the Pasternak hit the bench.
Nick Mullins.
Mm-hmm. Listen, we better beat those teams.
Got to beat those
teams. Indoor. If we lose to Nick Mullins, I had it. I've had it.
Ryan Lance.
This year, we got Jared Goff, and hopefully gets us one of these. I'm sorry for bringing up the future. I know a lot of y'all ain't prepared to talk about that, but we'll stall a minute until we got a future Hall of Famer on the line. So let's go to a quick break here.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to go to break.
Tell us about Guardian Alarm, and let's get back and talk to Herman Moore.
Herman Moore. No, that's a good ball player
That's a good ball player out there.
Real good ball player.
Amen.
Let me tell y'all
Raising hell and praising Dale.
Raising hell and praising Dale, brother. Let me tell y'all about Guardian Alarm. When I'm out at the NASCAR Speedway, this is what protects my home. Customized solutions from real experts. They're professional technicians. Take time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also got 24/7 professional monitoring. Call us anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they got technology backed by people. Your safety and security, their technology has been proven to work, and people have been proven to care. Call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And you tell them the state of Texas.
Don't tread on me.
The state of Texas section.
Have you ever wondered where all the finest restaurants get their steaks? It's Fairway Packing Company, providing Michigan restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef for over 60 years. But now you can buy these cuts of meat for yourself at the Steak Shop by Fairway Packing Company. Prime porterhouse, A5 Japanese New York strip steak, dry aged Wagyu beef tomahawk. Delicious. Get to the Steak Shop today. Enjoy fine wine, have a private party, and get the finest cuts of meat anywhere. The Steak Shop on Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe Woods, or order online, fairwaypacking.com.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Experience Dispo Romeo. A team that curates an exclusive atmosphere, mixed with fresh inventory from Michigan's largest variety of products. The first ever Kansas mall of its kind is conveniently located off Van Dyke and 32 Mile Road in Romeo. That's a good spot out there.
That's a good spot.
Join them in celebrating this Christmas season. Hang out with Santa at Dispo Dispensary every Friday and Saturday up until Christmas. Do not miss out. And if you can't make it there, visit DispoShops.com. Dispo, your local cannabis plug.
They're plugged.
What up, we got Herman Moore right now. Sorry, we've been dealing with a lot of Jared Goff fans, so we figure we're speaking their own language at this point, you know?
Hey, man, you guys are cracking me up. I'm sitting here, and you know, I will have to admit, you know, so I was sitting out here, because I'm from the South, right? So, yeah. And I know we got a little bit of twang in our voice, and we talk a little bit like that. And I tell you, that boy right now, he's a good fella, you know? And so you know, so we do a little bit back there, depending on which part that you grow in. I've adopted a little bit of the Midwest here and coming up to Michigan, so I've lost a little bit of my little Southern slang there. I mean, but it's all good. It had me cracking up, man. I said, what show did I just walk into, man?
Usually we're pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. Usually it's like this. But we try. It's been stressful times, so we cope with humor, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you, man. But how's it going today, man? Everybody's good?
Doing good.
Doing good, man. Looking forward to this Broncos game, getting a little bit of bounce back. But I seen you pretty active on Twitter with some of your game notes. What were some of your takeaways from Detroit Lions loss to the Chicago Bears?
You know, when you get back down to it and you look at really where this team is and what they're trending towards, I mean, when I started looking at this, I would say at least 3-4 games back, and you could start to see that there were some habits that were creeping in that was taking a step back in terms of where they've grown towards. And a lot of that was just the discipline. It was really being sound in their assignments. We didn't see a lot of the penalties. We didn't see a lot of the turnovers that were happening. And then when you start to see that there was just a lot of these penalties that are taking place, and that's when you talk about being a disciplined team. And when Coach Dan Campbell talks about the things that frustrate him or things that is making him have to be a little bit stronger, a little bit more firmer on this team, it's because of that, because it hasn't existed. And you're in the most critical part of the season where teams are supposed to get better. The discipline is supposed to be sharper. The focus is supposed to be better. And for them, they're trending in the opposite direction. And to be sitting atop in the NFC North and to have such a commanding presence, you don't want to have that all of a sudden start to slide back. This isn't one of those deals where you can just, you know, turn it on and turn it off when you want to. This team isn't capable right now of that. They don't have the longevity or the consistency over time to be able to recover that quickly. But some things have will have to change very quickly coming into this game against Denver.
And I do want to ask you because
Characteristic. Get it out your mouth, goddamn.
Characteristically, we saw Amon-Ra St. Brown drop a couple balls. Didn't have his best game out there against the Chicago Bears. Take us into the mind of a star receiver, and when you need to bounce back from a game like that, what's going through your mind the week coming up to this matchup against the Broncos?
St. Brown has been just such a steady, reliable, dependable player that it's glaring whenever he does have a miscue or if he does miss a football. But I'm not even concerned about him. He's consistent. He has really good hands. We all, no matter how great you are as a receiver or how talented you are, you're going to have some games that you have to bounce back from. And this is going to be one of those games for him. He's not as targeted. He was definitely a player that Chicago wanted to make sure that you beat us with anyone in the receiving game but him and also Laporta. And that's where it's going to test the innovation of your offensive coordinator. It's going to test your ability to go out and get other players to step up. But then also, if you look at, and I'm not going away from St. Brown just yet, but they were having some effective offensive plays and just running the football. It was testing to see, will they continue to stay that, or will they force themselves back into doing something they didn't need to do, and that was convert to the passing game, which cost them some opportunities. But when you look at St. Brown, he's going to be one that bounces back. They need him to be highly productive. They need him to be an integral part of this offense. And I think that's also a source of confidence Goff. Every quarterback has a receiver or two that they depend on in times of trouble, in times of need, when they need to dial up those critical plays. And when you don't have that and you see that there's a struggle that's happening with your number one wide receiver, that can shake your quarterback just slightly.
Now, I actually have a question that pertains like the quarterback question. It's kind of it's a really simple, basic football question. I am curious. You were paid millions of dollars to catch the football. What? Because sometimes that ball leaves Goff's hands. It's kind of fluttery. It's a little. It's quacking out there. What is the difference, or why is there the emphasis on the spiral? Because Goff, he does get the job done still at times with the ball like that. Does that make it any harder to catch? Like, I guess what is the difference between like having a quarterback who's throwing those two as a wide receiver as opposed to like a spiral?
Well, it makes all the difference. If you're a receiver, you're caught to catch the point of the football, which means it needs to come like this, and if it's coming all over the place and moving around and shaking and all that stuff, when they're throwing it to you, it's going to create issues. So you can't focus on catching the football when it's coming to you kind of end over end, or if it's coming at you in a different way that it's thrown at you that way. So I think for any receiver, you're always looking to say, how do I just become a target? You just want the football thrown to you. If it's thrown to you, your job is to catch the football regardless of how it gets there. And when you start focusing on the perfect pass, you start opening yourself up to inconsistencies as a wide receiver. I just say, it is what it is. When it gets there, my job is to make the catch, whether it's a high pass, a low pass, whether I'm slipping and falling. It doesn't matter. That's your job.
Yeah, with that recent performance of Goff, and balls kind of coming out like that, and knowing they drafted Hendon Hooker, what are your expectations for the future with him? Do you think Detroit Lions are going to give him a big deal come off season?
I think they will. You got to keep him. He's a big part of your passing attack. There's an opportunity to potentially do some upgrades in different areas. I really think that right now it's just maximizing the talent that they have. I think you go ahead and keep this team where it is. I think this team is put together well enough to be competitive in its division, two, competitive in its conference, and be playoff bound if they can get off to strong starts. Now, I think the argument can be made that they're coming into a tougher part of their season. Everyone looked at the teams that they are facing near this down part of the stretch right here, the last 4 games, as being easy games, but those teams are starting to pick up the pace. And because of that, it's made it a little bit more difficult to predict where this team may end up. But, going back to the players, I don't necessarily think I leave the door open for me to start to lose some of the pieces that I've worked so hard as an organization to put in place over the years to now have that all of a sudden become an uncertainty.
And we look at the game plan going into the Chicago game and how it was executed. A lot of fans think they abandoned the run a little too early in that game. They stopped. David Montgomery didn't get much run in that second half at all, and they were starting to drop back to throw it more. Do you agree with that? Would you like to see them focus on that run a little bit more against the Denver Broncos?
I did. I would like to see them do that. Chicago, I think that's where, if I had to point to one thing and say a big missed opportunity, it was to really just force feed the Bears defense, the running game. They didn't do anything, in my opinion, to stop them. They had some stops here and there, but they weren't consistent at shutting down the Lions running game. And that was the most effective thing that they were doing. And it was low risk than what we saw in the passing game that just didn't seem to have the effectiveness. So there needs to be a shift happen quicker. And coming into the Denver game, it's going to be predictable. Denver knows that they're going to want to come out and try and run the football. So I think they're going to be prepared for that. But I think they also are going to say, hey, there's an effective piece here in doing certain things to certain players in the passing game that shakes the confidence of the quarterback, or it creates an issue where the offensive coordinator now is going to have to really dial up some plays with other players to try and loosen up this defense, because I just think they're going to be prepared. They're going to be prepared to stop the run. They're going to be prepared to stop a couple players inside of the passing attack, and they're going to force them to get creative offensively, defensively, and also to figure out ways in which to get other players involved.
Speaking of defense, what do you make of the Detroit Lions defense as of late? I know some people on the side it takes a little bit of personnel. Some people think it's a little bit more of a mix. I think a little bit has to do with the turnovers too, putting like a lot of bad situations. I mean, 3 and outs and short fields. Your defense is never going to look great in those scenarios. What did you make of AG and this Detroit Lions defense as of recently?
Well, the biggest concern I have with this defense is as we start to see offenses bring along, covet the scrambling quarterback, the one that has the effectiveness to move out of the pocket. It's not about the big name guys. It's about who has escapability, who has the ability to put pressure on the defense to make sure that if they overcommit on the blitz or the pass rush on the outside and they're soft in other areas and leave lanes, they get exposed with a quarterback that can run. If they are a defense that sits back on their heels and there's passing attack, they have vulnerability in the secondary because guys just can't cover people for long extended periods of time. That's why you look at this big stat on which quarterbacks have most time in the pocket are typically going to be the guys that are going to be most successful. There are these other pieces that I think this defense, if you look at and you peel back, forget about how many yards they're giving up a game, how many takeaways they're getting. I'm looking at pressure on quarterbacks. How often are they able to go ahead and dial up the defense to where they're unpredictable and they're creating chaos for the offense to have to adjust. Those are things that are going to tell you some of the more effective ways in which a defense is dictating or are able to change the output of a game. But right now, I am concerned about their ability to play man. I'm concerned about their ability against quarterbacks who have maneuverability and they have the ability to get outside of the pocket and recreate and reestablish or run. I think that's going to be problematic for this defense going through, especially you look at the teams they may face if the postseason is here for them to be in.
And finally, kind of a hot button topic with fans, with the network. Different people have different opinions, but Jameson Williams, again, one touch in this game, only targeted one time in this game. I think it's a sin that they're not getting this kid the ball as much as possible. Do you think it is a trust thing? Do you think part of it is Goff's inability to hit those deep balls, hit him in stride? Because he beat two players by 4 yards, and the ball ends up 6 yards behind him on the one target he did get. What do you think is the situation going on there?
This is a conundrum. This is something that I'm struggling with, just as everyone else. And I think the Lions may want to take a deep look at it from the offensive side and say, listen, why is it we can't get this player, a high draft pick, a player who definitely I know he has the ability, he has skill, but we're only allowing him to touch the ball so many times. I just don't see him being double teamed. I just don't see him being covered in such a way to where it's impossible for him to have 4, 5, 6 touches a game easily, or at least attempts. Anyone wants to challenge any of us on that, I think we can challenge that, but I just don't think that's hard. I don't think that's hard to do. So I think they need to dial it up. Too often, sometimes it's a player being put into a system where they have to run a route that's part of a package versus figuring out how do we also put packages in that allow us to take advantage of the ability that a player has. And sometimes that gets kind of lost and gets, it becomes kind of a touchy situation when it comes to, the play callers and also how do you adjust so that you can bring a player into the fold.
It drives me crazy because obviously 12th overall pick. But on top of that, this guy literally, the league changed rules in the suspension to get him in the game earlier. And I just feel like we haven't game played anything for him because he was part of the installments in the offseason or what it is. But
never had a game in his career with more than 2 touches.
It's annoying.
Yeah, and he's not being double and triple, double or triple covered. And they're not making these special packages that I'm seeing from the film that I'm watching, the wide angle as well as the studio version, to where you just go, it's impossible to get him the football. I just don't see that.
Now, Herman, I was talking with Chris a little bit earlier, and I remember watching the Bye Bye Barry thing. You got that ball from Barry after he broke the record. But I understand you're selling some memorabilia on the site. You got some of the Herman Moore merch and other stuff you're selling?
Oh, yeah. So I've started to put together, I've gone in. I'm actually going to have my mom join me on some of the shows. She brought me a treasure trove of things that she's kept over the years. I'm not going to keep all of it. Some of it I'd love to be able to share with some of the fans. Very unique, very, very, very cool stuff. So I want to do something a little bit different than what people have done in the memorabilia market and give fans a part of like the history of the player, part of the game, things that are just unique, one-of-a-kind items, and share those in limited edition. So I'm looking to do that, and also it helps me raise money for my foundation, also for the entrepreneurship programs that I do. But also I know my Mama Moore is going to feel good about it. So I'll let her tell some of the stories when she's on there.
That's awesome. You got any because you played basketball too, didn't you?
I did. So I have stuff like from Foot Locker Slam Fest for my high school days when I played basketball. But even like the letters that Lions gave me, the very first letter I ever received to them as a case in point, I have. It's in absolute perfect condition, has my University of Virginia dorm information on it, and it's signed by Wayne Font. So put those out in limited editions, make that part of my legacy, put that out with some cards and stuff like that, welcoming me to the Lions, and just really, really cool stuff. Screen Actor Guild checks I never cashed with Jerry Maguire.
What?
It's just really, it's some really, really cool stuff, man. That makes it a little different, man, than just saying, okay, I got this rinse and repeat photo that 1,000 people, 5,000 people have. I'm going to give you something pretty special.
How good was Herman Moore at basketball?
Oh, Slam Fest, $50,000, Phoenix Center. Hey, I'm taking them all down from Olympians to some of the guys in the NFL that they didn't know my name then, but they knew it when I left because I walked away with the 50 G's, and the big hardware and the highlight tapes and all that stuff. But no, man, I held my own. If you don't know about me, you better ask somebody.
Better ask somebody. I'm telling you.
That's right. That's right.
Herman, I appreciate you joining us. Make sure you guys give Herman a follow. It's hermanlow.com. If you want to purchase some of those signed memorabilia on top of the blankets, on top of the shirts. I gotta get a hat too, man.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna introduce you guys to my Catchman collection too. That's gonna be some really cool stuff. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Always, man, I appreciate the love, allowing me to come on, also sharing that across our nation. But yeah, keep doing your thing. And I tell you, boys, I'll be back on this show one of these times.
Appreciate you, Herman. Y'all come back now.
Herman. Y'all come back now.
Yeah, just make sure I keep turning it to the left.
Appreciate you, Herman.
Appreciate you, Herman.
All right. Appreciate you, bro.
What a legend, man.
He's a legend.
Absolute legend.
It's one of my favorite things to do with part of the show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Best segment for sure.
I hate having my prep for makeshift
I got
dip.
Miss Pieces.
What read we at right
Planet
now?
Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full body workout in 30 minutes of the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month, no commitment. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. Planet Fitness, where fitness is essential. Next, let me tell you about Jack Labrador. Born in the cold winter basement in Detroit, 3 buddies wanted more out of rock, paper, scissors. They dug deep and struck gold with Jack Labrador with 2 new symbols, a 3-point play. Once you go Jack, you'll never go back. Hell yeah, brother. One deck of cards, 3 new games, and non-stop action. It's perfect, no-brainer stocking stuffer for all ages. Scan the QR code above or go to jacklabrador.com to get your deck today.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new down-home comfort dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
Having a pet and having a child are the exact same thing. So when it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best at Premier Pet Supply. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for 30 years, over 13 Metro Detroit locations, 60 brands of food, lowest prices, and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply, give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com. Yeah!
Yeah! Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights, live woodwardsports.com. I'm Eazy, spin more racks, young Chris, JB, smooth master like button, tell your friends.
I don't know if I can do it anymore.
With that dip or the accent?
Both. Definitely not the dip. It was.
Once I'm good. Yeah, I do.
Cuts your gums a little bit.
I just feel I actually started to feel a little lightheaded from the ink flavors. I don't know.
There was no ink on the pig. You were putting the ink part in there?
Yeah, this is my driver's license. I'm just kidding.
He said, keep turning to the left.
Keep turning to the left.
Herman Moore is a legend, man.
Dude, he's the best. How dope we got like a relationship like that with Herman Moore, too. That's pretty sick. Today's injury report came out for Detroit Lions. Mm-hmm. It was an official injury report because it didn't actually like practice today. I think it was more of like a walkthrough and some film. Alex Anzalone, Jared Goff, they both spoke with the media. But, Chris, can you put this that video on 3Cam? The Taylor Decker one?
Yep.
Sweet. Because Taylor Decker was on that injury report, Spinny, with a back issue. I have a feeling that this is the play where said injury took place. My back.
I need $100,000 or 40.
Oh, I'm hurt.
There we go.
Oh, my neck, my back.
Yeah, I think it was
my neck and my back.
Yeah, Taylor Decker projected for no practice. Benito Jones with his neck, and then Frank Ragnar, obviously.
You think it was that play?
Bro, look how he got worked, bro. Look at this.
Who is that, Montez Sweat?
I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Actually looks more like Jared Goff's back.
Bro, yeah, he grabs Jared Goff by the collar like a fucking... Look at him running.
No.
That just looks like some cartoon shit. It
literally looks like
running in place.
Yeah. I don't know. Look at the way he's moving, though. He looks like he's kind of already hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, maybe he is. But the point is, he's injury report, and he's been getting kind of worked lately.
Yes.
He's also up there in age. Mm-hmm. What do you attribute? A couple bad games? Is there injury?
I think it's a little bit of everything.
Wear and tear in the body?
I think it's a little bit of everything. You know,
a little bit of Monica.
It's a little bit of Monica. A little Sandra in the sun. A little bit of something, son. A little bit of you. All I need. All right. Yeah.
You promised no singing today.
Well, I didn't promise shit. I think it's a little bit of everything. Like I said, I think it is the age. You know, starting to wear down. He's been playing hurt for a couple seasons now, so that definitely doesn't help. And yeah, he's been talking about retirement. He was talking about retirement in the Hard Knocks. Remember?
Yeah, but he was talking about just wearing clothes after retirement.
No, he's talking about. He's like, I can't wait to just be chilling.
Yeah, I know, but I think he took more of that from what it is. He is.
He's getting there.
I'm gonna look up how old he is. Keep talking though.
Oh yeah. So it's not something I'm instantly worried about.
It's a talk show.
But I do think that. I was like, whoa, what the? I do think they should address the position. You should draft a tackle pretty soon because you are going to need an insurance policy for Taylor Decker if he decides to retire or whatever goes on in that situation. But yeah, it's just it's the grueling season catching up to him, playing with injury the past couple of years. Why are you looking at me like that? A couple different things going on that add up to a little bit poor performance the past couple of weeks.
Bro, I'm 2 weeks older than Taylor Decker.
Yeah, you're old as fuck.
That's crazy.
No way.
Yeah.
He's only 30?
Yeah.
Why does it feel like he's like...
That's what I'm saying. I think you're tripping on the retirement thing. He has taken some abuse over the years. I will say he's had a few injuries holding back.
He's only
a grueling
30?
Position. Only 30 years old, yeah.
I thought Eazy was 36.
I thought Eazy was 40.
No, I'm 37. I'm my 5th divorce. You guys know this. 5 baby mamas. 2 wives.
Nice. Congratulations.
One of them's your cousin.
Are you concerned, though? I guess moving forward with Taylor Decker? Because this is the only game he's given up a sack now.
Yeah, he's gotten worked a couple times.
Y'all get sacked now, y'all here?
Y'all get sacked now here. No, I think it's been a combination of all things. The offense hasn't looked great as a whole. It's not just him. And I think once they get back in the groove of things, once they get back to playing better offense, getting in better situations, it's a lot harder to protect the quarterback when you're in situations where the pass rushers know you have to throw the ball. When you're in 1st and long, when you're in 2nd and long, and they know you're going to have to throw the ball, it's a lot easier for them to pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. And that was going up against Montez Sweat, who's a fantastic pass rusher. So I'm not worried about it that much.
Yeah, every once in a while, I'll pin my ears back, go to the massage parlor, and get along too. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. We have host of Woodward Nights.
Praise Hail, praise Dale.
The one that doesn't hate me.
Left.
What do you like? NASCAR?
Big NASCAR fan, yeah. Shout out Kyle Busch. That's my guy.
What makes it so fun?
The left turns.
It's just fun, man. It's NASCAR, man. Motorsports, baby.
Motorsport. Put the motorsports.
In all seriousness, did you watch the Taylor Decker video?
Every time
I did. It's worrisome.
It is.
Right? I mean, that's Montez Sweat, yeah, but like you're in the NFL, and you're gonna go up against edge rushers like Montez Sweat every other week.
Yeah.
So like it's either you're doing it or you're not. I just saw a tweet too that said that I can't remember who it was. It was one of the beat reporters. It might have been Jeremy. That said the Detroit Lions have started 9 different offensive line combinations this year, and this week potentially could be 10, and that's an issue to me. And I didn't even think about that with the Jared Goff and the JMO and like this offense last 4 weeks until Ryan Ermanni brought it up, and you take a step back and you're like, it's kind of true because you're supposed to have the number 1 offensive line in the NFL. Do you remember those PFF graphics that were getting put out earlier in the year? The last month, the Lions haven't been number 1 on those graphics. Like they've been dropping. So I think that's been like, it's actually a worry. It is because Frank Ragnow going down, Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson a couple weeks ago. I think what people don't really realize as well is Big V's been out for so long to where he was when he was healthy, he was such a good piece to this offensive line. When he was healthy, he is a way better than some of the guys we have out there right now. So I think that is actually, we're going to talk about that on Woodward Nights tonight as well.
Yeah,
this offensive line.
Yeah, I think it's pivotal to the line's success, especially if you're going to have no offense. I know people are going to take this the wrong way.
Statue.
Shout out, Broder. But if you have Jared Goff back there as your quarterback, you need the offensive line to keep him upright because he's not going to be able to throw on the move. He's not going to be able to reset himself elsewhere.
Avoid sacks.
He's not able to throw without his feet set. It's like this offensive line is pivotal to it. I think that's a big part of it.
I think it's very well known as well, and I think Jared would admit it. Like I feel like Dan probably, like everyone would admit that offensive line was a big reason why they've had so much success. And once you start getting injuries or Taylor Decker a back injury, and it sounds like if he's out with the back today, I'm guessing it happened during the game or he was trying to play through it maybe.
Yeah.
So stuff like that happens. Like Jared's gonna struggle, and that's an issue the last 3 weeks. Now it could get fixed still. Like Frank was limited today. Like he could be back, and you could be fine. But if you're not healthy, if you don't have an offensive line for the playoffs, that's an issue. Now, if you do have a full offensive line for the playoffs, I'm going to be pumped because if that actually has been the issue, the path is back on. Because if there was the offensive line the last 4 weeks that's been the issue on this offense, and we find out it wasn't Ben Johnson, it wasn't as much Jared Goff because he needs the O-line, that means there's a lot of hope in the playoffs more.
I mean, Oh.
I mean, you can't deny that Jared plays well with when the O-line's playing well.
Absolutely.
Because he's won a lot of games. Like, he's still won 20 games the last 20-something, 25, 26 games. So, like, that's not the issue. Like, if this offensive line gets it together, they're going to have a chance to win playoff games.
Yeah.
I think today that opened my eyes up to kind of a new world when Ryan Ermanni said that. I was like, maybe that's actually the issue that we've all kind of, because we've been so stuck on all these different things. It's like maybe it's actually this offensive line, because I went back and watched the game today. Our defensive line and offensive line were not good.
Mm-hmm.
They were bad.
Yeah, I mean, was the offensive line that bad?
Not like that bad, but bad enough to where like you have 2 seconds to pass. Like you don't have time. The running back, like Jahmyr Gibbs was the guy that was getting all the touches. That felt like he was making something of them because he's so shifty. So like if you just go rewatch the game, you can see that there's times like when Jared Goff got sacked, like he didn't have enough time to even get out of the pocket, and he didn't have time anyone to get open, and it's just Taylor Decker gets blown up and you're done.
Let's get swifty.
And defensive line. We're talking about that today because I have some pictures I sent you guys of Hutch. There's some issues with that.
You're a big pressure guy.
I'm not anymore. I've changed.
Glad you've seen the light.
I'm starting to learn a little bit about some ball over here, boys.
You have been going a lot harder on the film.
I'm learning a little bit.
It shows. Yeah. Starting to see the light a little bit here, Booner. Appreciate it.
I've always been. I'm gonna call it how I see it.
I respect that. You're growing up before our eyes. I'm proud of you. Getting swifty.
Just a kid trying to make it.
Just a kid trying to make it out the hood.
Just Booner, man.
Where you from again?
Booner.
What city?
Booner.
What city? No one's gonna go looking for you, Booner. Who the fuck you think you are? Maybe
Grew up in Lapeer County.
Oh my God. What city?
The hood.
Yeah, baby.
You would have to have way nicer tits.
Yeah, baby.
Beth is on the show, and people will go stalking her. You think people
No, I don't want anyone. I don't care if anyone stalks me, dude. I've gotten some weird messages the last couple of days, bro.
Have you really?
And like some comments, just like people comment on my old pictures, like old pictures.
Really?
Like
Woodward
you're
people?
obnoxious, bro. Stop.
On old pictures?
Yes, bro. Like years
that
ago.
is different.
And like DMing me, like, and I'm getting like these requests. It's like, just some opinions of mine, but you're too obnoxious. I'm like,
I know
dude,
what city
I'm
he's
Booner.
from.
What?
I know what city you're from.
Yeah, you do. Say it.
Emily City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Take me down to Emily City.
I'm just, dude. I'm just starting to get.
That was about 3 minutes of.
I'm just starting to get some. I'm starting to get that hate, and I'm like, oh, this is. I like
That's
it.
how you know you're making it.
Yeah, this is weird.
Take me down to the Emily City.
Some guy commented.
Teeth and the guy's got titties.
Oh, won't you please take me home? Yeah.
Someone commented, was like, you went to SVSU. You don't know anything you're talking about sports.
There's a lot of good sports
He was
folks
going
at
at
SVSU.
Yeah, he was going at me for going for SVSU, and I was like, bro, what?
That's crazy. Well, you put that information out there, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Shout
out Matt LaFleur.
I was good with the hate when I first started, and like, it was like obviously you do more shows, it's like more hate.
It's starting to come from me.
I'm not the greatest dealing with it nowadays.
Booner's just a kid trying to make it out of the hood. We do got to go to break though.
Okay.
Let me tell you, we'll be right back. We'll be right back with more Booner's hood stories. But let me tell you about Hamlin Pub. Have you ever wanted a bar where you're a regular? We have just the place for you. Head to one of Hamlin Pub's 7 locations and experience where everyone's a regular. And make sure you get that smokehouse brisket mac and cheese. Booner was scared to try it at first, but it changed his life. Make sure you go there for every NFL game and all Michigan sports games because they got food and drink specials. Hamlin Pub, where everyone's a regular.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
BullseyeVidGroup.com. Come on down. Get yourself drinks, food, and free ride.
Purchase of a ticket. They got free drinks, they got free food, and they got the Woodward Heavyweights. I will be down there personally this Saturday, having myself a grand old time.
She rides it like a tractor.
BullseyeVidGroup.com, sponsored by Long Drake. Come and catch your boy and more. It's BullseyeVidGroup.com.
You're going down?
Yeah, I think so. Well, all right, this is what this. You want the sitch? Yeah, I watched Kim Possible today with Bryson.
Let's hear the sitch. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Something, it's okay. Never. Did you have a crush on Kim Possible?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
The one live?
Oh, dude, she'd get it.
The singular live?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's hotter than Bonnie for sure.
You know who's
I
hot?
remember how they like tried to make Bonnie like the hot one in the show. I'm like,
Yeah. No.
Kim was the one.
Yeah. You know who's the hot? The mom from the Proud Family.
Yeah, she honestly is.
She's bad.
She honestly is a gorgeous cartoon lady. I ain't gonna lie to you.
She's got the
thick
thighs too,
you ain't
bro.
lying.
Timmy Turner's mom could get it
Dexter's
too.
mom is
She got one of the
caked
soft
the
ones that just
fuck
like shake a
up,
little bit.
bro. Yeah.
Leave your handprint in that motherfucker.
Dexter's mom. Jimmy's mom.
Yeah.
Jimmy's mom.
Timmy
this
Turner's
is the
mom.
sitch.
Timmy Turner.
So I actually have to discuss in person. Shout out to my guy Eric with It's Too Easy. They do like the vlogs, the Detroit Lions like game day vlogs. They like go all over the country where the Detroit Lions are playing, him and his girl. So I'm gonna go to BullseyeVidGroup.com, go mess with Eric a little bit, and then just have a good time. I told him I'd make it to one of his tailgates at some point this season. So I'm gonna drink for free at Bullseye.
Oh yeah.
And then stumble my way over to wherever Eric is.
Timmy Turner.
And have a grand old time.
Yeah, Eric's the man.
Supposed to make it back here at some point to do a post game show. We'll see how that goes.
He be wishing for a bonus.
You know what I'm saying?
Kelly walking.
I think I'm concerned with Taylor Decker. I guess it's like elite guys. What are you laughing at
I
now?
don't know. Booner's just over there cheesing, dude.
I just read some of these comments from when it's just so funny, dude.
Well, read them off.
No, I'm just
Booner,
reading
if you
some.
could bang one cartoon character, who would it be?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a good question.
Think about it.
Can you give me some examples?
Like
some people?
The mom from the Proud Family.
Kim Possible.
The older sister from Lilo and Stitch.
Do you know what Kim Possible is?
Yeah, oh yeah. Did you hit?
The
little
the
rat?
Porsche from Cars.
That's a good one. Can I? Oh, you know what? Incredibles.
Oh hell yeah. Elastigirl.
Mrs. Incredible.
No, we don't call her by her slave name. It's Elastigirl.
This is the mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But Kim Possible, yes or no?
Yeah. Why not?
She's underage.
Oh, okay.
That's a high school.
Got it.
That's messed up.
Boys, bring him out.
That's messed up. Racking things. Shout out Bombergers. Yeah, fire spot.
I'm not familiar.
Sorry, I'm just over here laughing. It's in Emily City.
You're good. Spinny has a topic in the Woodward Sports prep sheet. Woodward Heavyweights prep sheet. I don't know why I said it like that. But he said, how worried are you about the Broncos' opportunistic defense versus the Lions' turnovers? Will you introduce this one since you put it in there? Did they have the most turnovers in the league or something?
Yeah, they forced the most turnovers in the league. They're the most opportunistic defense in the league. They forced the most so far this year. The Denver defense comes up with a lot of interceptions, a lot of fumble recoveries, and the Lions have struggled with that quite heavily the past couple games. So, Booner, how scared are you?
Not too worried, to be honest. I think this is at home. There's going to be some energy going on. This is like Jared Goff. These guys are that's heavy emphasis this week on taking care of the ball. Remember, was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, after the Packers game, it was like, hey, we're gonna have a heavy emphasis on the big words, dude. The big words. And then they into the Saints game, no turnovers. So it's gonna be the same thing this week. There's gonna be I don't think you're gonna see one turnover from our offense. They're gonna find a way to take care of the ball.
None.
Anthony Patterson,
not
good
one.
Lola Bunny.
Not one. They're going to avoid some of these guys in the secondary. Jared talked about it today.
They took away
What'd
big naturals.
He mentioned, he was just like, I know some of these guys in the secondary who are ball hogs. That's something we're working on this week to where I'm going to it's going to be like a chess match. I'm going to see where they're at. We're going to try and go he didn't specifically say I'm going to try and go away from them, but basically the way he spoke on it was it's going to be a chess match. We're going to go into this. It's a chess match, and you're going to be able to go into specific spots to where we're going to avoid those guys, which that's how you avoid turnovers.
I mean, they got two of those guys for sure. And
They do, but you can avoid them. Maybe if someone, Jamo, maybe that's something good
Is
for
Surtain
Jamo.
healthy?
Who?
Surtain?
I believe so, yeah.
I'll tell you
I haven't
what.
heard anything. I haven't seen a practice report, though.
I will say this, and I'm saying, and I already said it like, multiple times with the show. I just don't know if Buddha's been a part of it yet, but as the prophet, I think Detroit Lions have a big game. I mean, they need it, but I think they're also going to cash it in. This is a good team at the end of the day. I'm
at a disadvantage here because I said they were going to have a big game versus Saints, and they did. And then obviously the second, third, fourth quarter happened, and they were having a huge game.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was going to be that game, and they started so well. And then going into this Bears game, I thought they were going to come out hot, and they were going to try and prove, they had the Bears number, and that didn't happen. So I don't know if I want to say it for a third straight week because that just, at that point, it's like my credibility is just going to go down.
That's how you are, man.
But I do have a feeling where they're going to, this is one of those bounce back games. They haven't lost back-to-back games, and at home versus Sean Payton with
Prime
Dan
time.
Campbell, prime time. It just feels like one of those Lions games.
Have you guys been hearing the way they've been talking about Sean Payton? I mean, Dan Campbell and Alex Anoli today. They've been like Dan Campbell said, he's going to want to come in here and hang 50 on us. Because he's like that type of guy.
They've won 6 of their last 7, and they're fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, they are. They're
It's not a
one
joke.
game out of their division right now. Believe it or not. That's the Kansas City Chiefs division too. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that scared of them though. I'm not. The defense, maybe yeah, but I just think like Dan Campbell when he hit the podium after the post game this year or this last game, he was pissed off. I've seen him sad. I've never seen him that pissed off before.
I think the whole team is. I don't know if
Exactly.
you Jared Goff today. A lot of these guys, if you watch, Aiden Hutchinson after the game on Sunday. I think it could be a turning point. And it could really be a turning point in the season.
They should be pissed off. They've played like dog shit the past couple games.
And
they
I
haven't played good football. They should be mad. They should be going out there wanting to be better, wanting to win games, wanting to play some semblance of good football, and they haven't in a couple weeks. So I want to see them play pissed because if they go out there and they lose to Broncos at home again, that's going to be embarrassing.
I'm usually not the guy to put those type of stipulations on a game because this is the NFL. A win's a win is the saying.
No, I want to see good football.
Yeah, this is a game I'm gonna put the stipulation. I want to see a fucking mud hole stomped in their ass. If I'm being honest with you.
Hell yeah.
I'm coming off the type of game you had against a division opponent that you're better than. At the end of the day, I get it was outside. I get you were against it. That's a game I expected them to perform less than stellar. But I just need this bounce back game for me to restore confidence.
Booner, we got a request for you in the Woodward Sports chat.
What's that?
Gun Guy says, take your pants off.
I think that person said that before because
Yeah,
someone's asked me multiple times.
He said it yesterday too.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times. Real quick too, something that I did figure out, and I didn't realize this going into last week, and I probably should have done my research a little more when I called the 14-point win for the Detroit Lions, was the Bears were coming off of a bye. And if you go look at NFL teams this year coming off of a bye, I think there's only 5 teams that have lost coming off of a bye this year, or maybe 6 teams.
I think we're one of them.
No, I think we won off a
Chargers.
bye. We beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
But almost every other NFL team, I think it's 25 out of 32 or 26 out of 32 teams that have had a bye so far, or whatever the number is, they've all won. So that is something that as you go through these weeks.
I tried telling you last week.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I should have listened. And it's just one of those things to where this loss did suck a lot and guys played bad. But as you get through the week more and getting into the next game, it makes you feel a little bit better, looking at things like that. Hey, maybe it was just one of those off weeks. And I know we've had two off weeks out of the last 3 and lost 2 out of the last 3.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tough playing a team like the Bears coming off of a bye on the road. That's where I think you start seeing this, because I thought that was going to be the turning point of the season, was Sunday.
Yeah.
I think that's where you can say maybe this Saturday is that point, because you haven't been at home in 3 or 4 since the Packers game. A little optimistic Booner over here, The Booner path has some flowers on it.
Surprise!
I thought the Booner path was
Who seen that coming?
He said the Booner path was crumbling when we were watching the game.
No,
there's a lot of potholes and construction going on. It's like 75 for sure. 75 in the summertime when they have all those traffic cones up, but there's no construction actually going on. That's what's happening right now on the Booner path.
That's fair.
I think even the defense got a big game this one. I'll be honest with you guys.
Bitch, I said what I said.
I'd rather be famous instead. Fairway Pack Company's got the best meat. You should check them out because they are really neat. Give them a call at 313-332-5114. FairwayPackCompany.com for more.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then, she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Syntron is doing a $100,000 Vegas getaway. Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Syntron Energy. Drink it and live it. You can purchase a 24-pack today and enter for your chance to win. You can do that at drinksyntron.com/Vegas and buy Syntron at your local Meijer store. It's Syntron, the healthier energy drink with great taste for the people who desire to look good, feel good, and be the best versions of themselves. Go to drinksyntron.com/Vegas for more information.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, Spin More Racks. Yo, Chris, JB Smooth.
Hello?
If you guys haven't already, please make sure you press that like button.
Wah.
Sorry, I'm just looking at a couple stats, I should say. I really do think Detroit Lions have a bounce back game against the Denver Broncos. You look at a team. One of the telling signs for me that maybe like least nervous about them, and this might be random if not, but the Texans game they had just recently. The Denver Broncos lost the game against the Houston Texans. Mm-hmm. The Texans are a good team. I think Detroit Lions are better. Is that a safe say?
That's fair.
You know, and I think we'll be home, and we have a big primetime game. Because all our primetime games, one was in Green Bay, the other one was in KC. Obviously the one on, well, I'm not really going to count Thanksgiving Day as in the daytime, but that was prime time. And then we had the one against the Raiders. The nighttime one at home.
In the nighttime.
We whooped the fucking ass.
Nighttime.
And I know the Raiders are bad at that point, and then Josh McDaniels got fired like shortly after that game, but like destroyed them. And it was lit.
Bro.
A woman tried taking Jahmyr Gibbs home in front of her boyfriend.
Yeah, she tried to kidnap him like JB.
Literally.
Abductable
Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs, the abductable. I think it's gonna be turned up, man. And that game would have been only one score if Jared Goff didn't throw a pick
I know,
six.
man, but I can't keep fucking saying this. I've said this the past 4 weeks in a row. Like
I've tried to slow you down from saying it.
No, they should win this game. They're gonna win this game as long as they don't turn the ball over. They should win this game comfortably.
It's that easy.
And what do? They turn the ball over and they makes it uncomfortable. Like so, yeah. Do I think they should beat the Broncos? Yes. I don't know what team is gonna show up. I don't know what Jared Goff is gonna show up. I don't know what offense is going to show up. It's a week-to-week thing now, and I can't put in stone, like, yeah, they're going to win.
Yeah. I mean, football is one of the sports, though,
especially
where
Russ,
random shit happens.
Russ is still pretty good. He's been playing great this year, and he can move.
He's been playing all right. That part does make me a little bit nervous if Russ decide to use the wheels. That, obviously, as Herman Moore said, as we've witnessed as Detroit Lions fans are damn selves, this Detroit Lions team does struggle against running quarterbacks, and not just like running quarterbacks, but guys who can just reset the pocket and set their feet and still get a throw off, or guys who get the throw off without setting their feet. We saw Justin Fields do that against us. You saw freaking Jordan Love do that against us. But Wilson, he ain't really. Okay, last game against the Chargers, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like amazing by any stretch of the means. Against the Texans, and Texans, I will give the defense a little bit of credit. 186 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. That's not great.
Yeah.
The Browns, that's a great defense. I really won't count this one. Holy shit, they fucked him up. 134 yards and 1 touchdown. That's the Browns defense, though. We don't have that. The Vikings have been pretty respectable. He did go off against them, 259, 1 touchdown. But that was with Dobbs. I'm pretty sure that was like a sloppy game where just a couple turnovers kept going back and forth. The Bills, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns. They're not like, it's not like he's just game managing, really. You know what I'm saying? It's not he's like the Russ of old. He's not cooking like he was in Seattle.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of that.
He's playing good ball, though.
I'm not afraid. You know he's from Ohio? I didn't know that.
Russell Wilson's from Ohio?
Yeah, from Cincinnati,
That makes
Ohio.
so
That
much
makes
sense.
sense, yeah.
Why does it make sense?
Because he's a little dweeb.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Team future.
Yeah, he ain't really doing shit like that. Like, this offense is nothing to be scared of. I think we can capitalize on this offense. I guess the question and concerns just come from everything you're saying. Detroit Lions turned the ball over.
Mm-hmm. I can't put a read on this team until they start playing consistent football again. They've been so different week to week. They've been so inconsistent week to week that it's tough to be like, yeah, no, they're going to go out there and beat the team they should, because that's what they should have done last week. That's what they should have done on Thanksgiving against the Packers. And we haven't seen it 2 out of the last 3 weeks. So I can't just stamp it saying, yeah, they're going to go out there and win.
Yeah, I guess. So here's this thing. I had all my concerns about the Packers in the first game, and then we beat the shit out of them, dismissing those concerns. So I'm thinking game 2, same thing. We sacked Jordan Love, 5 times in that matchup? So I'm thinking we're going to get him again. Well, no, it was a brilliant game plan by LaFleur, who had the 2-step dropbacks, where he was just throwing the ball right away before he even get the pass rush off. Anything that was any longer than that, Jordan Love was able to extend it and just capitalize on having, and no offense if he's listening, just capitalize on having Jerry Jacobs out there as your CB2. That's just, you're not going to win games like that. By the way, Glover Quinn on later this week, either tomorrow or Thursday, just got that confirmed.
Hell yeah.
But and that 4th and 13 play is how it came up. Is everyone's bitching about it, like not having a high safety, kind of bitching about AG about that. GQ said no, that's the safety's fault. The safety was supposed to read and react to that and be back there. Which also brings me to another topic we had in there. Did you see Hutch? Obviously, the stunt he had is in the first hour.
Yeah.
The stunt he had on that one that allowed Justin Fields to just scamper in for the touchdown. He made the choice on
Called that himself.
That was a Hutch decision.
Yeah.
Are we abusing AG for decisions players seem to be making out there?
And Aiden Hutchinson jumping off sides on 4th and 13 is also a Hutch decision.
Right? Like,
that's why he was so distraught after the game, because he knows he cost the Lions, or he cost 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. He looked like he witnessed a massacre or something.
Single-handedly, 2 touchdowns were on the board because of Aiden Hutchinson, and he knows that. So he's going to be better. I expect a big game out of him, but
can we piss at AG for like even allowing that then? Or is that just part of the game?
it's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. You're not going to get it right. Obviously, that's not the best call, is to call that stunt there when you have nobody on the side next to you, like not a corner, not a safety, not a linebacker. You're the only man that is contained against one of the most dangerous mobile quarterbacks in the NFL.
I'll say the most in the NFL. In terms of just running, Justin Fields, he's number 1 in my opinion. And Lamar's got it, but he's more of he'll sit back and pass every once in a while. No, I'm with you. Hutch fucked up, man. I don't know if AG should just take that away, because it was a bad call. Obviously, a bad call, bad read, whatever it was.
Cost him a touchdown.
Literally cost him a touchdown. I'm glad to have known it, though, because now I get to defend little AG a little bit more. No, playing. Listen, I'm happy to speak to Glover. I like to speak to Herman when it comes to like offensive side of the ball. Obviously, I mean, any football, he knows more than myself. But now we get GQ, who literally spoke on the 4th and 13 play and didn't blame AG. I'm curious to get in the mind of like, okay, what happened there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we seeing? What is going on? Which we know. Some of it is obviously a little bit talent, but I still think they'll overcome that. I think this Broncos team is really, really good coached, obviously.
They're very well coached. They've got pieces. Like, they have pieces out there, but like I've said the past 5 weeks, the Lions are the better team. They are, flat out. They have a better team. They've maybe not been playing better the past couple weeks, but they should be able to go out there and win the game. We'll see what actually happens on Sunday, though. I am worried about that.
Holy shit, they still won that Browns game, by the way. The Broncos did 29-12. Okay, you want to talk about the takeaways? Guess who's the quarterback of that game for the Browns?
DTR?
Yeah. Well, he didn't even turn the ball over, though. At least no interceptions, it says. So I really can't point to that, but I'm assuming there was some in there. Some fumbles or something, because I know he runs the ball. I don't know, man. There's not a big and bad team for me to, like, be fearful of. If anything, it's just the fact that Dan Campbell comes from the Sean Payton coaching tree. And maybe there's a little, like, as we said before in the Saints game, like, he knows what's going on. That's about it. You can't do that. No one else knows what we're laughing at.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's hard to judge a team that doesn't play consistently week to week.
JB, is there a way we can get the that thing on there? The eye-opening one?
That meme.
Oh yeah.
Is it in Slack?
It should be.
Yeah, it's in the heavyweight.
Can you
Slack.
email it to
Yeah,
JB?
email it to me.
All right.
You go for that, Chris. I want to see it on there. So bad. It's a bounce back game, though, man.
It is a bounce
The
back
offense
game.
is
It's got to
scary.
be a bounce back game. And like you said earlier, I know this is kind of getting greedy here because it is the NFL, so it's hard to win. But I don't just want to win. I don't just want to win this game. I want them to play good football. I want them to play an entire game of good football. I want them to score or at least get a first down in the third quarter. Like, they need to go out there and right some of these wrongs and, you know, get rid of some of these demons that's been on their back the past couple weeks. And what better place to get it right than at home? Back at the crib, going up against the team that doesn't know you that well in the Denver Broncos. Like, go out there, right your wrongs, play a full game of football, and win convincingly.
Shane Dean in Woodward Sports Chat says, I don't know if he's replying to somebody, but he says, no. AG is mid with mid guys on defense. That's like my point. That's why I think of this defense.
Yeah.
I can't tell you AG is like really, really good. I don't agree that he's really, really bad. I just think he's kind of, you know, mid-tier. And the defensive guys he has are also, I mean, there's, you know, you got Anzo, who he helped develop, by the way. We got to give him credit for that one. And Hutch. I like Sutton, too.
People been talking a lot of shit about Sutton.
Yeah, crazy.
I think that's a
Crazy.
little unwarranted.
People just get emotional, man. I know they get emotional because, like, we can speak, like, common sense shit like, hey, Jared Goff doesn't play good games in the weather.
Mm-hmm.
You're a hater!
Yeah.
You just fucking hate him! Like, no, I'm just excessive
Cam Sutton's
shit.
garbage.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah,
I
don't know, man.
Yeah.
People are wild.
People are wild. Booner's pretty wild.
Eazy brought me here. We can't judge AG. He ain't got shit but 3 dogs. Yeah. Yep. I'm 100% with you, brother. That's what we're dealing with. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's do it. I've been stalling for this. This is my moment. I'm just trying to help you see the light.
See the light.
Get out of your fucking emotion and just look at the facts surrounding the situation. Oh, that's all I've been trying to do. It is terrifying.
That is terrifying.
I love
That
it.
is horrifying.
Oh, it's moving. See, you can't tell it's moving on the big screen though.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
You can a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
can a little bit.
I guess now
It is like a mushroom trip, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Broncos offense. Name me wide receivers in their offense real quick.
Cortland Sutton.
Does he scare you?
He's pretty good.
Does he scare you?
I mean, yeah, if Jerry Jacobs lined up against him.
Yeah, that's fair. But Cam Sutton, like I'm kind
Jerry Jeudy. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
They had Tim Patrick, but he gets hurt like every year.
Yeah, Tim Patrick saved my fantasy season 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tim Patrick. Can Glover still play? Bring him home. This is common sense. I kind of want him coaching a little bit there. If he like recognized that play enough to like, hey, say, hey, he should, as in the safety's fault, like maybe he should be there talking to the safeties.
Mm-hmm.
Help him recognize those things. I don't know. He also blows my mind too. Dallas, they have like everyone. I forgot. I think it's Chris Harris.
Charles Harris.
Who's their DB coach or whatever? They have a DB coach. There's Chris Harris, Charles Harris. Pretty sure it's Chris Harris.
Denver?
I'll look it up. No, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh.
And so you know how they have Deron Bland? Before him, they had Diggs.
Yeah.
And just constant like pick sixes and interceptions. He's like, I don't coach scheme. I just coach ball.
Yeah.
He's like instincts and shit. I'm like, what? It's kind of interesting to hear. Need a guy like that. I thought Dre Bly was supposed to be that, but
we'll see.
Maybe
Let me
not.
tell you about Lady Jane's. You can come into Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Boner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Boner and Broder.
Feldman Chevrolet's #1 Chevy dealer in all of Metro Detroit. Psych, all of Michigan. 18 locations. Find the one closest to you with FeldmanAuto.com. By the way, catch Woodward Sports live every other Monday at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi.
Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. Check
Gun
it
guy
out.
strikes again. They're asking for people to take their pants off.
I'm gonna mix this in. A little bit of Pistons, a little bit of Red Wings. Red Wings lost last night.
Yep.
What happened?
It was just tough. It was tough. You're down a bunch of guys, so you tried to.
Who did they play again?
The Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
You tried to fill it in. Obviously, Reimer didn't help. He was in net. They just got to get some cohesion with the group they got going. They tried to make a comeback late, but it didn't work
Does it
out.
sound like the defense now more than Husso?
No, it's the goaltending.
All around?
Yeah.
Because didn't you... Was this guy your champion over Husso?
No, I wanted Lyon.
What happened to Sebastian? He's not ready to get moved up yet?
Kosa? No, he's not ready yet.
I heard he had a rough patch there too.
Yeah, he's not ready yet.
God damn it. Well, moving on to another porous Detroit performance.
Chris, it's your time to shine.
It's your time to shine, my boy. Tell us how Benedict Mathurin scored 30 points in the Pistons last night.
I don't know what's worse. You guys having me review these dog shit albums or review
We
these
gotta
Piston
pick an
games?
album for this week.
That
we do.
is
I'm
tough.
gonna look up worst rap albums all the time.
To be honest, I didn't get to check a lot of the game last night. I was busy clipping and all that, so I didn't actually watch the game. I was, for once, taking a step back from this team, and it's the same stuff. Like, I know there was a quote that had Pistons Twitter up in arms about Monty saying, we're losing, but I'm learning some things and seeing some growth, and people are like outraged by that. But that's the truth. Monty is new to this team. I'm not justifying the 20 losses in a row, but he is learning things. He's figuring things out, and we'll see what that leads to. My point with the Pistons has been all season, let's judge this team in March. Right now it looks bad, it looks terrible, but let's see how this team plays in March and February, and then we'll go from there. Whether it's remove Troy Weaver, whether it's remove Monty, I'm game for anything. But let's judge the totality of the season, because right now they're on pace to beat the Sixers' worst record. But we all know the saying, the NBA doesn't start till Christmas Day. It's a lot of losing right now, but it's very early in the season still.
You think it's changing?
I just think this team is gonna play better in February and March. Like, I really do. I don't now how much better. Is it better enough to justify everything that's happening now? Maybe not. But I'm looking at this team right now, and I think that this team can have a streak in March or February where they go 10-12. They go close to 500. Like, I'm not saying it's a team that's going to rip off a 17-game win streak, but I do think that a young team with a new coach that also has some injuries, which again they're saying that they're going to keep Bogdan. They're saying they're going to keep Morris and all of that right now. So we'll see, but. This is a roster that should be more talented and should be playing better basketball as the season progresses. So let's look at the team that. Right now it's dog shit. Right now it's terrible. The stars don't look like they fit together. You talked about Mathurin last night.
Yeah.
You talked about Mathurin last night. You know what helps a lot? Having Tyrese fucking Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
And we love Cade Cunningham, but Cade Cunningham is not Tyrese Halliburton right now. Not even close. Tyrese Halliburton is much more efficient, a better shooter. Takes care of the ball. He's averaging 12 assists and 2 turnovers. That's 6 assists for every 1 turnover. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's unheard of. Like, he is not only efficient, but he's taking care of the damn ball. So, of course, a guy like that is going to make Mathurin look better.
Do you think you think Cade's playmaking was oversold at all? Is there anything that we had like expectations of these players as individuals that like we were
lower.
because they are young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like
of course.
Like, is there anything we missed on or overhyped?
I think there's a few things. I think Ivy, I think Feel and Reed. Obviously, again, he's young, but I don't see him progressing to have an elite feel for the game. Cade Cunningham, I think, does have a good feel for the game. He's just making a lot of bad passes and bad plays. I will say, though, he is much more turnover prone than I thought he was going to be. I know people compared him to Luka, to Harden, and these are guys with a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to be quite there in terms of the turnovers. I thought he was more of a facilitator mindset, and he does have a facilitator mindset. But you watch these games, and he has like 2 passes a game where it's just like where it's not only just obvious for the defense to read, but it's slow, it's soft, it's like a loft pass.
So
and
it's just silly shit too.
Yeah,
like,
it's just,
why'd you try that?
Exactly. So that's what tells me that Cade Cunningham, and again, he's playing around a whole bunch of young players who are also figuring out the game as he is. So like it is a two-way street to some extent. But Cade has these passes where it's just like dude, I don't know what you were thinking that play. So I do think turnovers for Cade. For Duren, I'm wondering about the health. Like that's the big thing now. I mean, the fact that it's both ankles, the cervix we know is a huge issue that's detrimental to being an elite player in today's NBA. But Asar, right now, I don't really have questions. Obviously, the question is the jump shot, but he's shown that. Listen, man, you put him around other people that can shoot, Asar is going to be a dog. Like you saw what Christian Brown did in the finals last year. Mm-hmm. Like imagine Asar in that role.
Yeah,
that's even better. Like he's just a 10 times better version of Christian Brown.
What do they need the most on this team to win a game?
To win a game right now, they need shooting. They just flat out they need shooting because this team is
Burks and like Bojan like not.
Burks has been playing like shit.
Burks has been ice cold. Bojan is heating up. I think Bojan is going to get his legs under him. Play better in a week or two. But he's not even playing bad. I mean, he's stepped in and he's been one of the best shooters on this team already. So he's kind of doing his role. But yeah, just giving Cade more spacing, and Monty talked about that. Giving this team more spacing is key. And I think that will help Cade not make these bad passes because again, Cade is playing triple team.
Yeah.
Like you talk about double teams in the NBA. Like Cade is one of the only dudes getting triple teamed. Yeah. And it's obvious because you have guys like Killian Hayes. You have all these guys that just can't stretch the floor. So I do think that'll help. But again, it's not everything. It's not the final answer.
Chris, I sent you your next assignment for the album review for Friday. It's Seatown Funk by Kid Sensation.
I love that name. That's
Can't wait.
It was one of the worst 20 rap albums of all time.
I love it. So
really?
The name got you though, did it?
Yeah.
See?
Who the fuck is that guy?
I've never heard of him either. Kid Sensation.
Over under 20 wins in the season. Detroit Pistons.
Under.
Yeah. Right now I'm going
15.
under. Right now I'm going under. You have to. They'd have to pick up a crazy rate to hit 22, 23.
I would take under 14.5 right now.
I'm typing in.
I can't see teams that I'm like, oh yeah, they'll beat that team.
Yeah.
They lost to the Wizards by like 20.
Did you hear that stat? The Wizards, Spurs, and Pistons are 1-49 in their last 50 games.
Yeah.
The one win is the Wizards over the Pistons.
When's the next time we play the Spurs?
We play Spurs in January. Like, I think 11th or 15th, something like that.
Will Darren be back?
Hopefully. I mean, he's supposed to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. That was about 4 days ago, so yeah. But reevaluated doesn't mean he's coming back.
Reevaluated is they got to check both ankles and his cervix.
Yeah. The cervix is no joke. That's like a lingering injury if you don't take care of that. Like a ruptured cervix is just
Need some vitamin D to fix it.
Shaq had dealt with a lot of those. He broke a lot of cervixes in his time.
Yeah. So I got one of my
cervix tendonitis.
Best friends, brother's friends, used to cover for The Athletic or whatever.
Okay.
And
he saw Shaq's dick?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Say swear to God.
Swear.
What did he say about it?
Scary.
Yeah.
He said it was of legend.
Dude, I believe it, man.
Yeah.
You look at the guy. There's no way he doesn't have a fucking hammer.
Wasn't
Like,
it easy? Wasn't it on this very show that we were talking about that? And Easy's like,
He
and
said
Eazy
he never
was,
thought about it.
Yeah, never thought about it.
Maybe I never thought about it because I already knew.
And like, I mean, everybody knows.
Yeah.
You know, Shaq's got a fucking.
I had this one girlfriend who like, over the summer, wedding date. Her man plays basketball over in fucking like Russia or whatever, or her baby daddy or whatever.
Yeah.
And like she was like, no, that was a little.
Well, he's not Shaq.
Yeah,
that's fair. He's like 6'7" though.
Put in the chat how big.
My question is though, what would
She could have said to make me feel better. I don't know.
Put in the Shaq.
No,
put
don't worry about
Put in
him.
the chat how many inches you think Shaq's packing.
That's my question though. Is like, what would be small? Like, what would be small? Considering how
That's the
giant
other
that
thing
human
too. That's
is.
what I'm saying, bro. It's giant humans. I wonder if Shorty too was like. I think he's gotta look smaller on a 6'7" guy.
If it looks big on Shaq,
yeah.
Imagine how big that would look on a regular person.
Yeah.
Yeah, to your knees probably.
I actually had a story like that one time with
Gotta
this
wrap it
girl.
around your ankle.
I was talking to this girl.
Shaq's all about his money. Think he'd ever make an OnlyFans?
Oh, dude. That would sell out in fucking.
Is there anyone you're genuinely just curious? Not male, or I mean, whatever, float your boat. Anyway, like genuinely curious, like, yeah, I want that person to like start OnlyFans, just so the world could know.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Chris, what are you about to say?
That's fair. I was about to tell a quick story, but we gotta go to break. But it was related.
Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
See all those things are still sitting.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Tom Brady, Michael Jordan. Just see, the greats are great for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Tom Brady's a good one.
Is there anything in there that you know?
His son reminds me of something weird.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going down there. Oh,
Let me tell you. Speaking of Shaq, let me tell you about Big Boy. Wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the veal parmesan or the Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl. How about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The new classic lumberjack or Santa Fe Garden. Also the new apple pie hotcakes that are too good to miss. Top it all off with a gingerbread shake for dessert. All that and more at Big Boy.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports Crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays to join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
I don't even know why it's so funny. That's Mark at SwissINS.com.
That's it. That's it. That's all they get.
Bro, didn't even capitalize the name.
Reba is crazy.
Okay. Andrew Jones, easy betting on Rain Dakota, RIP. What? What does that even mean? Like I'm betting. What am I betting?
If you could
MVP,
but for real, what celebrity would it be?
This guy might win the fucking MVP this year. That's crazy.
Yeah, he very well could.
That is crazy.
What celebrity would it be?
I told you.
Dolly Parton.
Like, all right, what are we doing here? Like, celebrity I want to like bang, or
No,
celebrity
just-
I'm genuinely curious
yeah,
about?
genuinely curious.
Sam Bernstein.
He's dead.
I'm
The blind
genu-
one.
I'm bro, relax.
Oh, he's not blind.
I'm genuinely curious about fucking Caitlyn Jenner, bro. Like what
No.
Like I think Dave Chappelle said he's like it's got to be a mess down there.
Yeah. He said when she spreads the lips, a little dick pops out.
like the thing for Alien.
I'm doing Millbank. We're moving off this one.
All right,
All right, actually, let's get JB's answer.
get your questions in the chat.
Jalen Hurts.
Oh God, no. I don't mind that Reba one. Reba McEntire.
Reba?
I don't mind it either. I don't. It just made me laugh. It
Chris
made me-
said Ronda Rousey and Amy Schumer.
Oh,
Nah,
Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey's
Ronda,
probably got
yeah.
like a
I'd see
4-inch
Ronda.
clit.
But you're curious, right?
Yeah, that thing probably swings. All right, get your questions in the
Swing
chat if
low,
you want us
sweet
to
chariot.
change. If you want us to change the topic, get your questions.
Shelby
in the
Rice
chat.
says, "I'm sad. Are the Lions reverting back to the basement of the North?"
No,
No,
no, they're not.
they're not. They're gonna win the North
They're winning the North
for the very
still.
first time.
Don't worry, Shelby. They're
Yeah.
winning the North.
Bro, fucking Tommy Cutlets at this last night.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna read something.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Easy might low key like the Cowboys. I hate the fucking Cowboys.
Summer Rae would be a good one. Dustin
Summer Rae.
Solkowski.
Summer Rae's up there. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're doing girls, we go all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Her
Yeah.
butt cheeks, bro. What? Summer Rae's butt cheeks are fucking perfect, dude. Her whole family's bad.
Wait.
Her mom's hot.
Wait.
Both of her
No, I
sisters
think
are
you're,
hot.
I think you're thinking of somebody else.
Isn't that
No,
the one that was
Summer
with
Rae's
Young
the singer,
Gravy?
ain't it?
Isn't
No,
that the,
Summer Rae's the Instagram girl.
Yeah, but she's
No.
the one who had who Young Gravy like dated her mom or whatever, right? Yeah.
No,
I thought Summer
Yeah,
Rae's
no,
a
her
singer.
mom was-
Summer Rae is the Instagram girl.
Yeah.
Pretty sure she's a
I'm
singer.
100% positive she's the Instagram fitness girl.
Oh, actually, she
Fitness.
does have fitness.
She's got her her dumpers.
Oh, I thought she made music for some reason.
Salty said Carmen Electra.
Who's that one that had the TikTok girl that has a song
Dennis
about her?
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman would be wild.
Dennis
You
Rodman.
see some, bro. That's actually a
Prime
good one.
Carmen Electra is fucking.
That's a good one though. Dennis Rodman is a good one because you don't know what the fuck you'd see on there. Like,
You don't.
there'd be like animals involved, like,
And
just
literally
wild
nothing
shit.
would surprise you.
TNT, Brock Lesnar, his daughter. A couple comments later, all caps, not together. That's how to confirm.
Tom Masway says Chico G.
All right, I'm gonna show you my dick now.
Why does he sound like Yogi Bear?
How you
do a Maz
doing?
accent.
How you doing?
Can you do Maz? Can you do Maz's
Maz?
voice?
It's Benny. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna show you my dick now. I can only think of the yelling.
Yeah, I can't think of a man.
Dude, him and Mike were kind of getting into it about the JMO stuff. I don't know if Maz being serious was giving him shit.
What, in the back?
No, they had Mike O'Hara on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Maz. Well, I mean, Maz, you know, he gets animated.
Me's.
Becky Lynch. Is that a
wrestler? That's
Yo,
a wrestler,
Jimmy,
right?
Yeah, that's
who
a
was the
wrestler.
wrestler I sent last night?
Oh, that is
Who is that?
it's Ricochet's girlfriend. Damn, what the?
Who's the hottest wrestler, JB?
Charlotte Flair.
Never heard of her, but I believe you.
Growing up for me, Tori Wilson.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio.
I could take that. No, keep it on. Keep it on.
No, I don't know any female wrestlers.
All right.
Sable. There you go. That's another one.
Sable, are you able?
You know what's
Take
crazy?
your elbows off the table.
What about
Oh, Samantha Irving. That's who that was. Yeah.
Samantha Irving.
what about Crime
Who's that?
Time?
Oh, God.
Crime time. What about
Honestly?
the Squirt Squad?
Stacy Keebler. Legs for
Max
days.
Keebler's big move.
Samantha Irving. Who's that?
That's Ricochet's girlfriend. She's also the ring announcer.
Yo, is she putting the microphone in her mouth? in this
Somebody said
picture?
Stephanie McMahon. Is she hot?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
is. Stephanie Mann's actually gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh man, Samantha
Jade.
Irving.
Who's Jade? Is Jade hot?
Jade Cargill.
John Jones says Jade is the hottest wrestler.
I'm in love with this.
Ryan
one.
Shaw said China. China.
China.
You know what? There is this one WWE
Take a
chick.
pink Lamborghini just to race with China. About the rate for China just to.
All right.
JB, what is Rhea
What, Black
Ripley?
China's dead?
Is she?
No, yeah, China's passed.
No way, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she passed
China.
years ago.
Yeah.
Black China died?
Steroids.
No, not Black China.
China.
Yeah. I was gonna say she's like
Damn.
40.
I was gonna say, didn't she just make a sex tape?
Bro, this girl is so gorgeous.
The worst head ever.
Yeah, terrible head.
Rhea Ripley, JB, would you smash?
Terrible
Definitely.
head.
What does she identify as?
What do you mean? What does she identify as?
Well, because like sometimes I see her, she's like dressed like a.
Well, she's like goth emo type of chick.
Hell yeah.
She didn't used to be like that. She honestly was like short hair, kind of fit and athletic.
Rake said Anna J or Cora Jade.
I don't know who that is.
Cora Jade, yeah.
I don't know any. I couldn't
watch-
name you a single female wrestler.
JB,
Just throw random names in the chat.
I could name you like Melina from Street Fighter, or
Melina
from
was
Melina.
There
from,
was a Melina,
There was,
right?
yeah,
from
there was.
Mortal Kombat.
back in our
from
day.
Mortal Kombat.
JB, why is when I type in Samantha
Kitana from
Irvin,
Mortal
Rhea
Kombat.
Ripley pops up?
Oh, they had like a little backstage kind of thing.
Like a real life one?
No, I think she just like picked her up or something like that.
Oh,
that's
man,
that's
I
probably
would
the pick.
Was it real?
tell you
Like
what,
when Vince
Cassie Cage
McMahon's
from Mortal
limo
Kombat.
exploded?
Sure.
Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
Rhea Ripley and fucking Samantha Irvin. That's
Yeah, bro. Chun-Li versus.
I'd pay for that.
I don't know, but Chun-Li could get cracked. She's got some cake. But that'll do it for us today. Appreciate y'all tapping
My
in.
bad. I'm
Woodward
looking at
Heavyweights.
these.
Live on WoodwardSports.com.
I'm
Make
not the
sure
buff girls, but she can
y'all
do it.
like and share the stream. We got Eazy the Redneck next to me, Chris Platte in the TD booth,
Dark
JB
tootin'.
Smooth on the ones and twos. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace.
China with a strangle.